Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Be happy, keep others happy, and keep your heart and thinking clean. Today I'm going to be making some Turkish bread. So let's get started. So the first thing you're gonna add is 1 cup of yogurt into the big bowl. Um, and this recipe is very easy, and you guys don't even need to buy any extra things. You probably have all of these things at your home already, and it bakes in almost 6 minutes, 5 minutes. So it's also very easy and quick, so you can make it for your family, friends. It's also very delicious. So now we're gonna add 1 glass of water, and we're gonna add it into the 1 cup of water. I'm making this for like my family. Okay, so now we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt, and you can also add more salt if you like. Anyway, so now we are going to be mixing it with a whisk until the salt dissolves, and also the yogurt dissolves. So this is a very amazing recipe. I used to make it, and now we're gonna add 4 cups of flour. I've already added the 3 cups, and then I remembered to add the last cup. Anyway, so after that, we're gonna be adding the 1 teaspoon baking powder, and then we're gonna mix it with our hands. It's easier than a whisk. So we're gonna mix it with our hands. And now I have mixed it. You can also put in some oil so it's not too sticky. And when you're gonna feel it, it's gonna feel so fluffy and so amazing. So now we have made the dough. Now we need to put a little bit of flour onto the counter, and we're gonna sprinkle some so it doesn't stick to the counter when we're gonna cut it to make the little balls for the recipe. So now we're gonna take it. It's gonna be a little sticky, but that's why we have flour there. So we're gonna put it on the flour, and then now we're gonna cut it. We're gonna cut it in 2 parts, but if you like, you can also cut it in more than 2 parts. So now, after we have done it in 2 parts, we are going to roll each part out. And yes, like this, we're gonna roll it and put some flour on it as well, so it doesn't stick. I was very excited to make this recipe, and now we're gonna cut it. After cutting, I'm gonna make round balls with it. I was very excited to make this recipe because I am a fan of lots of Turkish things, and so yeah. Now after that, we're gonna do the same thing with the other one, and like I said, we're gonna make round balls. Um, and yes. And so now after we're gonna do all the round balls, we're gonna put it in a plate and also put a sheet over them. So we have to like let it be there for a few seconds, like a few minutes. And yeah, so I just put the wrap on it. I just did. And now I'm gonna do a transition after a few minutes. The few minutes are done. Now I will put it on the counter and start rolling it. So we're gonna put again flour so it doesn't stick, and we're gonna take our ball and we're gonna coat it with a little bit of flour, not too much. And then we are going to we're going to be doing it round, just like this, and we're gonna try to make it thin. The more thin it is, the much better, and it's gonna taste more better if it's thin. Like, you need to have it thin and not very, like very filled, because then it's not gonna cook from the inside. So I am done with some of my rolls. Now we're gonna start cooking them. And so this is how your Turkish bread should look like. It should like really be